So welcome back to a Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video. In today's video we're going to go over how to mod the Imperial Trooper squad. Mainly it's going to be a Veers, Stark, Piet, Death Trooper, Range Trooper, Snow Trooper, Shore, and Moff Gideon. We're going to go over the best mods, what to use on these characters, and the speeds of how you want to do it so that you guys can, get the most out of this team, especially in the PvP and the PvE aspects. So starting off with the main leader, General Veers. General Veers, you mainly want to do a full speed set. I run a speed, 4 speed, because if you put 6 speeds on them, it's not going to make a difference. You won't get those extra bonuses. So I do a 4 speed, and I do a 2 health set just to make them a little bit healthier. I run his base speed around like 260. You don't want Veers to be the fastest character. You want him to go after Stark, after Piet, and after Death Trooper. Try to run a crit damage or a crit chance triangle. Try to do crit damage the best you guys can. You put a crit damage on every single triangle. But this is the mainly mod that I want to run. Always run a speed triangle with a primary speed. If you guys do run that 4 set of speed, you guys will get that extra bonus of that extra 10% speed, which is going to be huge. Plus the leader on Veers gives all Imperial Trooper allies 20 speed on his Zeta. So Veers, you don't want him to be your fastest character, but you do want him to be, you want your entire team to be fast, but just you don't want him to be the fastest. Moving on to Colonel Stark. Colonel Stark, I do the same set. I do a 4 speed and a 2 health set with a triangle crit damage. My speed right now for him is 301. I try to make him my fastest character. He'll move the buffs around. He'll increase the turn meter for your team. He removes turn meter from the enemies. And he gives all his Imperial Troopers 50 armor penetration. That is huge. That is huge for taking out the enemy team quicker. Next you have Piet. I run a full health set on him. You guys can run a full health set. You guys can run a speed set as well because you want Piet to be your second fastest character. You want him to either go right after Stark, or sometimes people do have Piet to go before Stark. It really depends on what you guys want to do, because it all comes down to his first ability that you guys really want to do is his Emperor's Trap. That's going to provide you guys with that offense up, and then for all these stacks that you guys put for marking that character, this is going to boost Piet all the way, but for every single stack that you get, it's going to boost the characters for Emperor's Trap. But that's on his his first Zeta that you guys want to do is the Emperor's Trap, but you always start out with a mark, and you always mark Colonel Stark, and that provides your entire team with offense up. So me, I run a full health set. A lot of people do run the 4 speeds and 2 health. It's up to you guys. I just make him really fast, so I have him going right behind Colonel Stark. Colonel Stark is 301. I have him at 296. It's the way that works for me. Plus, since I run a full health set, it makes him a lot thicker to where he can withstand a lot more hits, and he can provide those counter attacks. Next, I have Death Trooper. For Death Trooper, I run a crit damage and a crit chance set. Death Trooper is a huge damage dealer, especially with his death mark. In the Sith raid that I just did a couple days ago, I was posting numbers of over 600,000 damage with Death Trooper on his death mark. His middle ability, you want that's a dispel. So say you really want him to go right after Colonel Stark. You want him to go before Veers, so you can dispel taunts, dispel counters, anything that can really affect your troopers in a negative way. I need to remod mine right now for speed. I just changed it for Territory War because I put some of his speeds to a different character. So the ideal turn meter train that you guys really want to go for is going to be Stark first, Piet second, Death Trooper third, Veers fourth, and then either Range or Snow Trooper fifth, depending on your guys' team. I always run Veers, Stark, Piet, Death Trooper, and Range Trooper. So for Range Trooper, I put a full health set on him. I want him to last as long as possible. I've seen people put full tenacity sets on him, or either swap it up and do a tenacity and offense set, or do a health and offense set. I run health set just because I want to make him a lot thicker, and I run him as my slowest character because of the constant assist, the protection up that he provides, and overall he's a really helpful character with the call to assist that he has. So I always run Death and Range. If you guys do want to swap out Death Trooper and put in Snow Trooper is a really good PvE character. You know, he's really good in the territory battles, especially if you do like a full crit chance set. That's what I run on my Snow Trooper. 100% crit chance. Because of his secondary, of his special, you know, you deal damage to all enemies and gain critical damage up for 2 turns. For each critical hit scored, you reduce the cooldown of this ability by 1. So, I run a full crit chance all the way. His crit chance should be at 75%. If you can get it up to 100% to where he always hits those crit chances, then that ability will you'll never have this on cooldown, and you're a constant AoE character all the way. Plus, with his unique, he gives all Imperial Trooper allies 20% critical damage. So you're going to be hitting harder, and you're going to be constantly doing constant AoEs the entire time. For territory battles, I run Veers, Stark, Piet, Range Trooper, and Snow Trooper, because Snow Trooper has those constant AoEs. He gives everyone the constant damage. And then I have Range Trooper for the assist, for the protection up, and for the retribution. For my PvE and for my raids, I run Veers, Stark, Piet, Range Trooper, and Death Trooper. Death Trooper is a huge damage dealer in raids and for PvP. Getting rid of the retribution on the characters with his middle grenade ability and throwing Death Mark is a very big win in our books. Shore Trooper, I'll just go quick. I run a full health set on Shore Trooper. Don't worry about speed too much. Just make him as thick as possible so that he can keep using his regroup, which puts critical hit immunity on your team. Moff Gideon. I've seen people run full speed and tenacity, full speed and health sets. You want Moff Gideon to be your fastest character on the team. As you can see, I only have him at 3 stars. He is by far the fastest non-legendary character in the game. So if you guys don't want to run a full speed set, that's fine. But I prefer to run a full speed set and either tenacity or health. Health to make him a little bit thicker. Tenacity so he, he cannot be stunned and he resists those debuffs a little bit better. That's the mod guide for the Imperial Troopers. That's how I run the team. Let me know if this helped you guys out in the comments below. And go ahead, drop a subscribe. We're going to do, daily or weekly videos on mods and how to move characters around. Our next mod video is going to be on the Rebels. We're going to do CLS, Han, Chewie, C-3PO, and Chewpio. That's going to be our next video. So stay tuned. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit the like, drop a subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.